aggressive. That was our team names. Yeah. Oh, where do I look? Okay.
What did you guys make? What did you guys make?
You're addressing the whole audience.
Yeah, yeah.
This is like you're doing your final dissertation at school.
Let's go on steps.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
She's over me, so don't worry.
What? She's like, no.
Okay, so we
made jambalaya.
Yeah. So what was the first step?
First, we cut up onions, celery,
Known as?
Known as the
Mirepoix.
Holy Trinity.
No.
Mirepoix.
It's the Trinity.
That's what I said.
No, you said holy. It's not the holy. When does it become holy?
When you eat it?
No. Garlic is the Pope. You have the Pope and the Trinity, and then you have Holy Trinity.
So what
Holy Trinity.
It's
Trinity is
Trinity.
onion,
Oh, the
cereal,
Trinity, not
pepper.
total
That's on
garlic.
Mirepoix, 3 vegetables.
Got it.
The Italians bring us garlic. That's the 4th vegetable that goes into every single thing. Hey, next time you do yours, we should do it with some really good Gilroy garlic in your strawberry and your cake. Would be fabulous. Because Gilroy, they're really fresh. No, I saw that nose.
Except there's no such thing as Gilroy. They don't
Well, I
grow
mean, they're not
garlic
growing it there
Gilroy.
anymore?
No, they grow it outside because there's a fungal rot. So
Oh,
they
okay.
sell it. They market
Hey,
it.
The point is, it's that when you get fresh garlic like that, it's really peppery. And it's like sprinkling pepper right down into it when you said pepper in there. Anyways, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, the Italians bring garlic.
Yeah.
Garlic is the 4th vegetable. 4 things now become.
And what you first, so you put it in the pot first, right?
So we sauteed it.
We cut up onions,
Celery,
celery. She was debating the shrimp while we were doing that.
We got shrimp in the shell and with the heads on, so I took the heads off and took the shells off.
So we sauteed the Trinity, then added the Pope, the garlic, so then it was the whole
A lot of garlic.
And while that was going, we had vegetable broth and some red potatoes boiling. And so once the potatoes were done boiling, we added the broth and the potatoes to the sauteing vegetables. And we let that cook for a little bit and come to a boil. We also added a lot more spices while that was happening.
Yeah, a whole bottle.
Yeah, and then when that was done happening, we added
It
a
was
bunch.
half full.
A half full of them.
We added rice, a bunch of rice, and so we let the rice cook in there, and that thickened it really nice. And at the very end, we chopped it off with parsley, onion, and celery.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we didn't have the green pepper.
Yeah.
And when did you add the shrimp and the sausage in?
The
Very
last-
To the
Yeah.
big pot.
The last second.
very last step.
Because we had to do a pot for someone who can't have shrimp or meat,
Yeah.
and we have one that had shrimp. So we did 3 pots from after the one was divided. It's done with vegetable stock, so there's no issues there.
Yeah.
But at home, if you don't worry about vegetable stock vegetables so much. You can use chicken stock.
And did you talk about where jambalaya comes from? The origin of that? Or did you not talk about that?
We did not talk.
Did you mention it was just whatever they had laying around, and they would make it on a certain day?
I remember it from.
Yeah, it was a while
Okay,
ago.
well, we were all taught jambalaya meant ham with rice. That jamba was short for the French word jambon. And remember, we had to be French Catholics here, so whether we were or not, everybody was. And so the andouille sausage, which is what you use in your jambalaya instead of smoked sausage, was called andouille. It's a French name. It was given to us by the Germans, and it's the Germans that smoked their sausages. But it had to be French Catholic. Okay? Who brought rice to Louisiana? Who brought us quingamba, the okra?
Oh, from Africa.
Yeah, it's the West Africans, yes. It's the West Africans that bring the okra, and they're the ones that bring the rice. So jambalaya really comes to us via that Creole world of the African influences cooking everything down into the pot. Well, a friend of mine, Doc Spindell, did the research. Jambalaya was generally served on Sunday with all the leftover meals, foods from the main house, chopped up, put into the pot, cooked with the rice. And when a slave dug into the pot thinking it was just going to be a plain old pot of rice and found maybe pieces of meat, chicken, whatever, it was a jamba. And the West African word jamba is like aloha and chow. It can mean a bunch of different things. In this case, it meant gift. Oh my God, look at the gifts the main house has put into our food today. So my definition of jambalaya is rice with a gift, because it puts it back into the culture that gave it to us. If you've got to believe we're French and Catholic, ham with rice works fine. My mom's definition was rice with a surprise, because you honestly never knew what you were going to get in her jambalaya. And we did have it every Sunday. And normally 5 days, 6 days of the week, you knew what you were getting. But if they were hosting the Pinnacle Club on Saturday night, whatever was left over from the Pinnacle Club ended up in our jambalaya. So we had neighbors that were Lebanese, so we'd get kibbeh or stuffed grape leaves. We always had seafood in our freezer. That was always in there. my uncle was an Italian. He made those little bitty meatballs that were used in wedding soups, and those would be left over. They'd get through it. So you really never knew what you were getting. So rice with a surprise was a good one. Historically, I have to go with rice with a gift. As far as coming from Africa, historically in Louisiana, because we're trying to make everything French and Catholic, it's got to be ham with rice. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good. All right, get
that's
out of our
it.
way now. Next.